eating like that? You eat everything. I know though. Oh. Careful, careful, careful. Good, everybody, good. Hi, guys.
You want egg?
Egg? Oh, soup.
You like it?
It's good. You like blood sausage? Can we get some more kimchi? $9 now, right? I get the 3-pack at Costco, but I normally can't drink it all. Let's look it up. What's that?
Which one you like better, this one or that?
Regular monkey and what?
Which one?
It has between the hot cocoa and the John Doe.
This one.
Hi, youngest. What? It might be.
What is it? Cookie dough. Their matcha for Ken, and then the cakey cold brew for Ken. All right, thank you.
A little bit too strong.
Too strong.
Lemonade. Should I take a bite?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Lemonade. 레모네이드. lemonade. Oh, there's a flower. Look. lemonade.
Okay, ready? My turn. Oh, they got pickles. Yeah. There we go. Okay. You know what that is?
I know. They're like.
Oh! A. Okay.
Oh, this is yours? talking.
No, I don't mind.